Hello everybody, I hope you're having a great day today. So today we are doing a renovated train station that has some little outbuildings and sort of fun things inspired by watching Amazing Spaces one week. And it's, if you've not heard of Amazing Spaces, it is this guy who goes round and basically looks at people's sheds and tree houses and all sorts of fun stuff. And this episode that just somehow sparked my imagination was one with a couple who lived right next to a railway, like old train line, and they'd bought off the sort of train. I think it was like independently run by now, but they bought one of the rail carriages and they were going to turn it into a little outside space for them to go and like have drinks and chill out in the evening and watch the countryside and stuff. So that kind of inspired this whole build. So we're gonna make it look a little bit like a Victorian train station. So we've got all the pillars, we've got some nice little awning bits underneath. It's a real shame that we don't have sort of the actual Victorian British train station, like little fork fence thing that you can put down below. So it is a 2-story house. The top bit's kind of set into the roof area, but I kind of done it so you can still access the top bit visually, because I know sometimes the roof itself like glitches out and then you can't see what you're actually doing when you're playing the game. So I wanted to make it quite traditional in its style. It's very quaint. We're going for a little bit of a blue theme. We do a lot of landscaping and stuff as well. So I even go as far as putting old train tracks sunken down using terrain tools and everything, so it looks like an actual train station, which was super fun. This is what we're gonna do in a minute. So sinking down all the ground, you have to imagine that it was kind of like a siding or something. They've kind of built stuff around it. Obviously it doesn't look too natural because it's The Sims, but I think it's a big step from just putting a few fences on the ground. At least now we can actually like do some fences, put a little bit of rubble down under the tracks, and actually put the carriage floating above the tracks itself so you can kind of see them underneath, which I think now we have some sort of split leveling. It looks quite cool. So we're going for a very round sort of classic little side carriage here. We're going to make it have some like modern features. I put some of the little wooden doors, like stub things on there just to make it look like the little buffer things that trains have. And we've got little windows and stuff on there as well. I didn't put any wheels, I don't think. I can't remember. I don't think I put any wheels on there. But it took me a good while to work out how I was going to connect this little thing from the floating over the thing to having it connect to the platform or the back of the house. I also made it a bifolding door as well, because I thought that'd be quite fun, and you can kind of open and close it as you see fit, and if the seasons allow you. So you can still use that in any particular weather that Sims throws at you. But you can see I'm like, where would the stairs connect? Why make the land flat? It still won't connect. So we've got this little awkward like line a bit there, but I do try and flatten it out as best as possible that I could do, just to make it look a little bit more visually appealing. So down in the actual house itself, the main part, we're not focused, even though the whole inspiration was the little sidecar at the back for the entire build. The main house, I've kind of tried to keep a flavour of a traditional train station. So we've got the really old bricks on the outside of the house using the vampire stuff, and then we kind of got somewhat big expansive rooms that would have been like a waiting room, so you can imagine that's where the nice parquet floor is. And then we've got the brick flooring kind of through the house as kind of where you would have more general waiting rooms or cargo storage and stuff, because lots of like cargo was transported around using the same network. They just stick on a different carriage on the back, and obviously we have to have a load of fireplaces around because there would have been no central heating back in the old train stations either. So we've got nice big fireplaces, we've got some traditional features and walls and stuff as well. So you imagine where the living room is now might have been the old ticket office or something like that, waiting for getting your tickets for your train. So we've got a few older inspirations as well. Kind of wanted to use that coffee table that has the big planks of wood because they might have been reused railway sleepers or something like that. We've also got an old green luggage for the TV. Perhaps they salvaged some old luggage from the Victorian times or something and upcycled it. So we're kind of trying to get some flavour of the past throughout the entire house. We've got a nice big old green Victorian playhouse. We've got an old chest as well for the toys. There's kind of like a little kids section of the thing, and then we've got some old pictures that might have been people going off on holiday using the train line and stuff like that. So really getting into the theming of this build. And even in the hallway we have some old like patterned wallpaper, but kind of a more subtle, and we've got a little chalkboard for the parenthood board just to make it feel like it's one of the like railway timetable signs that they've converted into an actual like parent board. And then we've kind of got a little modern twist, so this is kind of more where the waiting room would have been, so it's kind of a more formal space. And I wanted to pick out a train set as well to put on the coffee table, because I was like, and then I was trying to find some like train related pictures which we don't actually have, so I was like, I'll use the classic little architectural drawings and stuff. And we've got this old big desk as well that might have been used for the ticket office bit, and then we've got some nice big roll tops and wing backs as well, just giving a little flavour of the Victorianness. And we've got some big old bookshelves as well in here. So this is a very classy sort of adult part of the house. So if you're playing with kids and stuff, then that's kind of not their area of the house. We also have a dartboard hidden behind the curtains as well, so you can kind of when it's late night, you've had a few tipples and you draw back the curtains and you can play a little bit of darts. It's a little fun little hidden thing in the decor as well. So back here we have the dining room. I forgot what room it was. And we got a fish tank in here because I wanted to put it in the formal living area / office space. But I thought we put it in here is a little bit more of a moderner room. We're still going for like the dark colours and stuff to match the floor. We've got more of the sort of classic floorboard stuff. We thought it'd be quite nice to have a big statement plates and thingy sort of decoration thing, but then we've got the modern lights in here as well, just to have a little few modern touches. We've got an old bar as well because I love shoving in the vampire bar with all the decanters and stuff, and I thought I'd put these up on the wall there to have like little post things where if they were delivering mail by train they would kind of put them in little pigeonhole things, and I thought that'd be quite nice to have to place your bottles and stuff as a little reusing, cycling type of thing. So in the kitchen we got a huge kitchen. I had to move the door as well because I was like, there's not enough space for my liking to make a big kitchen. So I was like, let's do some renovations even in the build. So we've got some nice old looking the Parenthood cupboards and stuff, just to contrast it, have it in the white, but pick out the grey as well, the black and grey in the stonework. I thought it'd be nice to have the stonework from the outside in the kitchen area, and we've also got the same flooring as the outside as well, because we thought it'd be more a utilitarian room back in the day. As I mentioned earlier, obviously the kitchen has all the essential stuff, putting in all the essential clutter as well. We've got a nice old hanging pots and pans thing as well, because I thought that'd be a little nod back to the past. We've got some old sort of more worn out chairs, like country farmhouse chairs, just to fit in with the theme. I thought I'd use the cats and dogs mixed wood table as well as kind of some more sleepers that they've turned, railway sleepers that they've turned into an actual table they can use, and sort of more upcycling of a railway related things that you could kind of get away with in The Sims of being railway related. We've got a few little shelves up as well, just to hang some extra pots and pans and the little not spices, the herbs, the herbs in your kitchen. Not those types of herbs, they're the special herbs that you keep in the railway trailer for fun, for parties and stuff. Then we got a nice informal sort of breakfast area, just to have a little bit difference. If you're having a little dinner party, then you can go use the other room. We used all different coloured chairs in here as well, just to have it a little bit more of the upcycle flavour. We've got a few trophies, we've got a broom and stuff, and a few more older bits of pictures, and we've got another bookshelf as well. We've got a few pots and plants in the corner with the umbrella stand as well. I wanted to make a little big, like a feature above the thing, and I thought these lights from Cats and Dogs looked a bit like the old gas lamp types of things that you might see hanging up, so I thought they'd be quite nice to put in the kitchen. You can hang one over the table itself, and then we got two over the bar area, and I thought they would have a pet. I actually put like a little cat in here even though it's set up for a dog. We got played a little hippie family in this house, which was quite fun, and had some interesting times with them. In the bathroom we've gone quite a blue theme, still got some older bits of furniture, but you can kind of get away with more modern stuff in the bathroom. We've got some older tiles, and carrying the like brickwork through from the outside as well. So upstairs we have two normal bedrooms, and then a big master bedroom on the other side that takes up the whole other side of the room. Every bedroom has an ensuite bathroom, so you could easily change them into anything that you needed. Up here is a lot more modern as well. We've got a lot more modern things because it's bedrooms and stuff, so it's got a bit more personality, a bit more style and stuff. So this is I had a teenage girl in this room, but it could be kind of any age really. It's kind of a bit, I did intend it to be a more younger sim, and they've got a nice 4-poster bed that's got a nice pink and purpley design in here. We've got a few nods to some more childish things on the wall. Perhaps there's some past stuff, so it's kind of a transition-y bedroom with a nice geometric rug and stuff, and some cushions so you can sit there and chat. But it's a nice little room using the space that we have in here. And then this is the other bedroom, so this is a little bit older. They got a little bit more kind of fun colours. We're going for a very tonal like wardrobes and stuff over there, and then we've got bright clashing colours on the bed, and kind of expressing themselves a little bit more and have a little bit more of a peculiar, not a peculiar taste, but a more individual sort of style to them. They've got a few bits of upcycled stuff in here as well, kind of perhaps they were inspired by what their parents had done, and it's a bit more of a young adult, older teen sort of bedroom. Also looks out to the back, so it's quite nice putting the computer and stuff at that window. It fits in quite nicely. Your Sims, however, will get stuck if they get off the chair the wrong way around, so that is something to bear in mind if you're playing in this build. Obviously you can download it off the Sims gallery if you want to, and it's all fully furnished or unfurnished if you want to do that as well. So in here I thought it'd be nice to have a little games like utilities room. So we've got the llama, we've got some foosball, we've got the washing stuff, laundry stuff, and we've got the decoration box as well, so all your needs are pretty much met with the washing if you want to play with that. I consider putting it in a sink at one point, and I was just like, nah, it's not gonna fit. We've got a few like cracks in the wallpaper and stuff in here as well, a few random bits of posters, and sort of just a general odds and sods room that I didn't really want to make another bedroom, so I thought I'd have a little bit of fun. So in the hallway we actually have a gap between the roof and the hallway itself. It's quite a narrow 2x2 hallway, so I wanted to put like a big sort of statement thing, like cupboard thing, like downstairs, so I thought it'd be good to put one of those that but smished into the wall so your Sims can get past it easily enough. So in the master bedroom I thought it'd be quite nice to have a little walk-in wardrobe. I kind of split the area up into two sections. So we've got the bedroom area, we've got a nice 4-poster bed, we've got a bit of fancy wallpaper on the walls, it's a bit more classy, a bit more adulty in here. And then we've got the bathroom as well near the bed part, and then on the other side we have some more built-in wardrobe-y area, a bit like a good old 90s bedroom or 2000s bedroom where you got the massive built-in wardrobes, you've got some big mirrors. Also I thought it'd be quite nice for them to have a space to come and relax up here. My cat, when I was playing this, kept loving coming up here and sleeping on the sofas instead of her lovely bed downstairs. So obviously if you're playing with pets, they'll like to come up and use the space themselves, and it's just a nice adult space to get away from everything. In the bathroom it's got a few more modern touches. It's got like fancy sinks from Spa Day. We've also got the bath that matches all the colours in here as well. We've got an older toilet, and kind of all the bathrooms are the same wherever they are in the build. So now we're actually going to work on the outside. So I thought we'd have a little space in the corner, use one of the corner seats so we can sit and outside have a different little space. Perhaps it's more a teen hangout area, or if you're having a party it'd be quite nice. So I thought it'd be quite good to put one of the little pop-up bars in here and put the bar shelving bits at the top as well. Put a little table in because obviously you need to put your drinks down. You don't want them spilling around the carriage. And we've got a few little lamps as well at the carriage itself, so it's all nicely lit up at night time as well. I thought because this house does have kids in it, or teens or young adults, so we kind of got a little area for them to have some outdoor activities. So we've got a swing, we've got a climbing frame, and we've got a basketball hoop as well. And I put a little fence around it of just the bush because I thought it'd be nice a little bit of landscaping and stuff. It might have been where they used to have cargo and stuff in it. And then I thought no train station is without a signal box, is it? So I thought I'd make a very traditional signal box. I scaled up one of the little wall lintel things that you can put underneath and made it a big signal, covering it in green foliage, kind of all really old and overgrown, and we've got a kind of a more traditional style in there. And I threw in some of the TV, I think it's a science like table thing, as like the control desk for all the signals, because we have nothing that kind of looks like a signal like box thing. So we've got a little chair, we've got a little pot of tea as well, we've got a tiny little fireplace in there. It's all covered in newspaper on the walls as well to keep you nice and warm, and you can see all the way around for when the trains would have come in to the station platform. We're going to do a little bit of landscaping, a little bit of English country garden around the place, putting lots of flowers and stuff, sorting out where the train tracks had messed up from earlier when I was trying to fiddle around with that. I don't know why. Half of it decided to disappear, and just making everything look as though it's lovely and built into landscape, adding lots of nice trees and stuff, making it a very lush place. Also throw up a few signs and stuff on the platform itself. We've got some old like Victorian seats as well under there, so you can sit out and wait for your train that never comes and doesn't turn up because they've turned the power off and shut your station down, like what happened to me last week. Oh, that was an awful day. I had to literally squeeze myself onto a train. The doors wouldn't shut. I was like sticking out the door, but I did get home, thank God. I hate it when trains get messed up. It's the worst. We got another continuation of the English country garden out the front as well. A lot more flowers, a little stone border as well. We've got a little path that connects the back of the house to the front. I also popped a little scaled up car along there as well, because I thought that they would use it as a little driveway. And we've also got a little red English post box. We've got some flowers under the windows as well to make it all quaint and country-esque, because I imagine this would kind of be like an end of the line sort of place. So it's in the middle of Windenburg. So here we are at the screenshots. I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like. If you'd like to see any more builds, then feel free to subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.